Okay, the only case that I'm going to open and shut at the moment in Humanville, testimony on my own behalf since I was there the whole entire time, okay, is the fact that this gorgeous face, just this one, see him? So making a funny face, and there's his gorgeousness, all dressed up and something special, handsome. Okay, that kid does not belong to this father. Not on this father's best day could he ever be genetically related to the handsome kid. Just not. I know who I toned myself with. I know that it was not Jason. I also know my whereabouts on the conception of the child who does not belong to Jason. So if this is a Jason Romer, 1976, May 17th, 1976 to be exact, for paperwork at Requim. Right, okay, so now I was never supposed to meet the ugly troll, which is what he was, trolling for someone else's genetic splendor and beauty. But if we stay in the realm of human understanding, Niklaus was Hitler, who I belong to, was in the Hofstra dorm room where I had just left him. He wanted to see me in makeup and dressed up, and he was going to meet me with Janice, Janice, from quantum analysis, which was the class I was taking, and then I had business law afterwards. So he sat on one side of Janice. Janice was in the middle. I was on the right, and he was like, "Hey, Blondie," and I looked over, and then we started talking. We hung out afterwards, and then we didn't leave each other's side, and I think I might have missed a few classes, whatever. And then he just left. He just disappeared. Right, so that guy is who I belong with and to. However, that aerial phenomenon was working in non-disclosure project for the things that I can explain on the front end of where were my whereabouts on the conception. I was in the state of Virginia. Jason Peter Romer was in the Richmond Police Department on an all-day onboarding, get to know the fella from New York, and that's where he was with other Virginia officials that can testify that they were with him should that come up ever in a custody battle with a woman who's like, do you do this for all of the, I mean, this is, well, then again, I can't, your blood labs and your computing is always giving false positive results, so I don't really trust any of your data banking, plus I don't want my son's blood going in right. I mean, at one point you got to make sure his counts are up, but you don't want to load it in so some Quan in China can come up with some kind of capsid ID in order to hurt my son and all of Edward the Eighth's genetic akinment in totality, since you all think that fucking with my genetic and whom I belong to in the established realm of good-looking genetics, the fisticuffs, right? Okay, so the guys who wear black gloves and they guard something special, and they're usually very good-looking. Great, I belong in there. The fact that you lassoed me out like a fucking little baby cattle that you were just gonna gut and game and like nobody was gonna fucking notice that one of the guys in the reputable Black Glove Society's wife is on the floor with you straddling it with a fucking like gaming knife taken out off her fucking skin. Are you fucking serious that you thought he wouldn't notice? I'm just curious. Yeah, we're not like you shitheads. So now that happened. I got, what do I have? Alright, so that's who I belong to. Deal with the whatever I woke up to, because I've didn't want to have a competition with crazy. I'm like, no, I belong. He's got black gloves. He's some handsome and some respectable, and they wouldn't put these clothes. I mean, they'll come put them on and come see me for like 5 minutes in hell, but then they're like, I can't. It's like wearing a cigarette. I need to wash myself. It is like so gross. Where she, yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I tried calling home, going, yeah, no, there's no tailor here. I mean, there's a woman named Kathy Taylor. I don't mean her till later on, but no, the tailor with the seams and custom clothing, they don't do that here. This is like cheaper by the dozen, and don't tell anybody. So, when am I gonna get my rescue? Because I really don't want to be here. Never did, never will. Here's the rest of the kiddos. Little one doesn't belong to who you think it belonged to either, by the way. Although that gets more confusing because, right? But whatever. So now, I know I had a problem with how do you. Some places in the world, the 7-on-7 thing is not acceptable. Got it. I'm not promoting it. I'm not putting it down. It just is whatever they are. And it helps with population control. Look at the positive. If they're upset for some reason, I mean, we said in like the Good Looking Black Glove Club, I said, listen to me, if it's 7-on-7 and they're not making a spectacle out amongst the whatever, the page turner society and the ones who make paparazzi like it's a thing that we should all promote, right? Okay, so if we're not promoting it out that way and it stays quiet at home and it doesn't affect the mainstay like function, I don't understand where we're at with punishing me for saying so. I don't think you need to put anybody to death if they're being honorable, respectful, and quiet. And they're not shaking it in your face like you're just gonna have to deal with it. Like, I mean, like, that's the disgusting I live amongst. In like the clothes that you wear feel like you just rolled yourself in a cigarette with tar and tobacco and they lit it and now you smell like them. Yeah, I get it. I smoked, but I'm trying to kill myself on the side and like get someone's attention. Like, if I'm smoking, what do you think I am feeling like on the inside now? Where is backgammon sending me? I have a longer than usual product or pipeline, but that's because you have stacked lions and lions on top of a water buffalo's dead carcass. And then I got a little baby calf that you straddled and then started gutting and taking the pelt off as if you owned it in crazy fucking kung fu assholes. Right, yeah, and then I have to have my good, respectable Black Glove Society try to explain to the fighting Irish who are like, wait a minute. Yeah, those Mongols, they writing themselves in our history. Don't get like, we can spot it, but you're gonna believe it. And then it's like, are you ganging up? No, we just know things beyond what you know things. And they're hurting our center guard's wife at the moment. And charges against humanity are stacking up. Humanity gets punished like this COVID death, SARS thing, and then you get mad at Black Glove Society and they're like, they shouldn't have hurt the point guard. We're still trying to fix that situation. So that's that. Let's think about it. You know, so from a human point of view, I have witness, I have testimony, I have space and time in a human realm of possibility on point for Alexander's conception down in Virginia, because I know what I was doing down there, and Jason has no idea. He went to an interview, and then one of his guys drove him back to the hotel where I was. And he has no idea if I talked to the guy before, if I talked to the, like, sheriff of above him or whoever, and however I coordinate a schedule I don't even know I'm on or I don't talk about. There you go. Or if somebody else wanted to coordinate a schedule as like a rendezvous point because he sure missed her and she doesn't want to be with a Jason. So that's like human verifiable, and you don't have to get too close into like a whatever file. You can still explain it like a human. And so I did.